30 centimetres of safety. A lot less safety in the box this time for Matt Payne.
That was Jack Bell, engineer for Matt Payne, former Australian KA3 karting champion himself, so pretty handy peddler. Here we go then.
Green flag at the rear, mate. Watch for the light.
Second time of asking for the Dunlop Series. Let's hope it's anything near as good as yesterday, because it was awesome. Red lights are on. Payne versus Everingham on the front row. And the distance lighted up. Great start for Everingham. Is it enough? Oh, big one in the background. Nash Morris was looking skyward. Contact with Brad Vaughan. That was like an open wheeler accident.
I have never seen a supercar launch like that in the air. So Nash Morris caught up with Brad Vaughan, but it was Tyler Everingham that got the launch. I thought the initial launch from the front row was very even, but Everingham through that secondary phase. Now Vaughan's getting involved with Ordino as well. So the Dunlop Series is picked right up where it left yesterday as Nash Morris on the inside of the exit of turn one.
Continue on the straight, please. Continue on the straight.
Safety car, the BP Ultimate Safety Car is called, so they've deemed that Nash Morris's car is in a dangerous position.
Our camera guy's on the spot as always.
Oh, so Nash has got a great start. He's trying to go up the the middle of Vaughan and Ryle Harris.
That's amazing.
And just launched it.
That was a drag racing wheel stand. He's going to have to put a wheelie bar on the back of that thing for the next race.
Well, he needs a wheelie bar because he got a great launch. You just saw there him get squeezed, and just the contact popped him up in the air.
So it's the fact that he got both wheels at the same time meant that he couldn't go on two wheels. Well, he did on the rears.
That's right. So this one will show us as well. Wow. Green flags are waving. That doesn't mean that Everingham has to go. He can go at any time once those green flags start waving to the control line. He goes before the apex at 7.
Learned the lesson from yesterday. The door was left slightly ajar by Matt Payne. Watch out for the background. We've got a little bit of overlap there with Jay Hansen. He's eyeing off a potential move down here on Blake Fardell. He might just get that done before they arrive at the first turn.
And then we've got one around at turn 1. That's Ellie Morrow for Brad Jones Racing. Manages to keep it out of the second cut in the sand trap. Gets herself going again. If yesterday's race is anything to go by, we've still got lots of action, and here we go. That's Stephen Page. He's got himself buried. That's turn 1, and that's not getting out under its own steam. The Motorsport Australia Race Control have called for the BP Ultimate Safety Car. Well, this is actually turn 7, up the inside of Tony Ordino. Takes too much curb. No, he gets that one done, and then we get to turn 1. So that's been an eventful couple of corners.
Here we go. Chris Murden on the inside. They were having a fair old scrap. Nearly got himself out. The crowd were cheering him on to try and get back to the black stuff.
Just a little bit too deep. No contact from Smurden. Page locks that inside front tyre, runs him on into the grass, into the sand trap, and the sand trap does as it says on the label. It catches the car, and you're not going anywhere, son. Well, what you do need to do is you need to do something different than you did last time. You need to catch your opposition off guard. So, waiting for green flags to be waved. Green flags have waved, and he's gone much earlier this time. That's exactly what I would have done as well. Go, make sure you make the apex, though, at 7. Payne's done a nice job here. He's gone with him. Everingham's had to cover, but he's got enough for the run to turn 1.
And away we go then. Back at it with green flags waving down here at turn 1. Everingham, nice restart. A little bit of a gap back to Declan Fraser. Quite a few people online asking me, how can I tell the difference when I'm watching the difference between a Super 2 and a Super 3 car? There is a slight sticker on the windscreen, but difficult to tell them apart at great speed.
Good point. That's a good point.
But if you do look for the little orange notation underneath the race number on the windscreen, that'll give you a little hint. Here it is, just under the 26, for example.
Yeah, that's right. We need to probably do something a little bit more, I think, maybe for the next round. Make it a bit easier for those at home.
Got a suggestion box?
This race will be time certain, 15:03 plus 1 lap.
All right, you've got 5 minutes. Have at it.
Here's turn 7. Chris Smurden up the inside of Tony Ordino. I feel like we've seen this movie before.
Oops. It's going to be a bit of work to do to clean out the front end of that Ford Falcon. Dying stages of this one. Only a handful of laps to go. Everingham, Payne, Fraser still the top 3. No change at the front. Everingham also has the fastest lap of the race with a 56.1. That time by, they're almost identical. 0.2 of a second separating first from second, and that is exactly how close it is. You may hear on the team radios, this is the last lap. Championship lead-up, putting the pressure on Dubbo's Tyler Everingham, the blue ribbon legal Matt White motorsport driver.
Oh, they're both giving it everything. There's nothing left on the left rear tyre of either Nissan Multima. Both spinning up the tyre out of turn one. The run up the hill, using plenty of curb, both drivers. You're not going to use this set of tyres again, so let's use them up.
On the attack, 2 corners to go. Can he get the run up the hill? Have one chance, one look. Down at turn 7.
Oh, he's done a nice job. Everingham stepped sideways.
He couldn't, could he? Is he too far back?
It's going to be a big send if you send it. Does he send it? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. Tyler Everingham makes the apex at 7.
So cruelly denied at round 1.
On,
gets the job done at round 2. Tyler Everingham is your race winner. Nicely done. But well done to Tyler Everingham. He deserved the win earlier in the year, and that'll be his 4th career win in the Dunlop Series. He's been doing it at different circuits as well, some street circuits, some old school motor racing circuits like this one. And he did really nicely there to win that race by just 0.3 of a second. He is your race winner here, and that is one of the closest finishes that we've had here as well. Smallest winning margin of all time actually came here back in 2016 when Jack LeBrock beat James Golding by just a few hundredths of a second. And well done to Kai Allen. He will win the race and the round in Super 3. Hope you enjoyed the action in the Dunlop Series. Well done to Tyler Everingham. There's still plenty more Repco Supercars action still to come.